This whole attitude of choosing not to trust is a decision that we make whether we're aware of it or not. And when we kind of look out into the world, if we're looking for reasons to not trust, we will find millions of them. There's so many reasons to not trust. There's no shortage of reasons for you to not trust. But the question we have to ask ourselves is, do I have the clarity to understand that when I make that decision to not trust, the consequence of that, the loneliness that I will feel, the unlove that I will feel, the abandonment, the disconnection, the misunderstanding, the feeling unseen, that's all associated with that decision I make to not trust. I know what that produces. What happens when I choose to trust again? And so as I brought that back into my own life, it wasn't like, okay, I'm going to trust the world. I'm going to trust the universe. I'm going to trust the internet. I brought that back by saying, can I trust one person? Can I trust one? Bless you. Can I trust one person with that and give that trust away?
Hmm.
And in that, we suddenly create space for a whole other reality to happen in our lives where we can actually start to build trust with another human being. But until we make, but until we make that decision, trust isn't possible for us. And so I know a lot of people who don't want to make that decision because it's scary. I've been hurt. I've tried this before and I don't want to do it. It's like, if you want to argue to not trust, I don't know that I can convince you otherwise. That's a strong argument. There is no shortage of reasons to not trust your partner and not trust the world. But are you aware of the consequence of making that choice and what that experience of life is like? And so for anyone who finds himself in that situation, I really encourage you to feel the part of you that doesn't trust and close your eyes and go into an I feel practice with that. What do you feel when you choose to not trust? What are the feelings associated with that decision? And just know that every moment you choose to not trust, that's going to be your experience of life. Do you want to create the potential for another kind of experience of life? And to do that, you have to choose differently. You have to choose to trust, and it's absolutely the scarier option. And so I'm not asking anybody to trust the world, but can you just lend that trust to the one person you've chosen to love? And when we do, and when we still, you're not just blindly trusting and not sharing. You're trusting, but you're sharing what you feel. You're trusting, but you're sharing what you need. But you're letting that other person prove to you that they can step up to that challenge of loving you well and come up with their own strategies to do it. And I think that is the biggest piece that breaks the spell